All right. We are live. What's up, everyone? Sorry, the lighting is still kind of bad, and I don't really know what to do about that. I mean, I don't know why it's different in this room than normal. I can turn it up, I can do that, but it still looks weird. There's no way around the fact that the lighting is just weird. So, I don't know why that is, but yeah, anyway, it's probably fine to keep it like that. Let's go ahead and jump into the charts. There was actually a nice trade on the 5-minute already that, 5-minute aligned with the 30-second. We had a sweep of these lows here. So, sweep. So, this was actually, it was a 2022 model, but then we got a flow state using that 2022 gap. So, simple terms, right? Simple terms. This was a flow state, right? 5-minute gap. So here's your 5-minute fair value gap. So the gap between this low of this wick, the high of this wick, and the low of this wick, there's your gap. 5-minute fair value gap. And then our aligned time frame is the 30-second. So we go down to the 30-second. We look for a change in state of delivery on the 30-second. You can see that we get that right here. So sweep. So 5-minute fair value gap in discount. You see this? This was a nice trade. 5-minute fair value gap in discount. Sweep. And then 30-second change state of delivery right here. I don't like this one because it's not obvious to me that we're going to go run liquidity. This one's much more obvious to me. So, boom. 30-second change state of delivery. So, once again, 5-minute gap. 30-second change state of delivery. And look at how nicely this trade played out, right? I'd enter on the close here. And when I enter on the close, I don't put stop loss all the way at the low. And then, 1-to-1 hit. And 2-to-1 hit. So, that was a nice trade. And so the way I do this is I measure out standard deviations from here to here. First standard deviation hit. This is too bright, dude. This is way too bright. First standard deviation hit and second standard deviation hit. So now we might be drawing up to the fourth, possibly. But it's also possible we don't. So there's first. Here's second. Yeah, that was a nice trade. Five-minute gap, 30-second change state. Okay, let's go ahead. We have 7 minutes until the market opens. Let's go ahead and open up my accounts on Tradeovate. So I'm going to pull this up here. Tradeovate. So once again, I'm trading the same accounts as before. This was a nice trade. And once again, this was a 2022 plus model. That's like a model. It's basically saying we're taking a 2022 model, so liquidity sweep, break of structure for value gap and discount, right? I'm taking a 2022 model and dropping down the lower time frame and finding a 30-second change state of delivery off a 5-minute gap. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. I don't know what we'll get today since we're already expanding. We're gonna have to get a retracement of some sort if we're gonna get anything. So. Yeah, sorry about the lighting, guys. I mean, there's not much I can do about it. I don't know why it's so bad. It's literally, like, my light is on, dude. I don't know what is going on with this thing. But, yeah, the lighting is just terrible. Well, also, my lighting pole broke. So that's the other issue. Like, the lighting pole, I guess technically maybe it needs to go like this. Yeah, this might fix it. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so this broke. I need to get a new one now. Because the lighting, so the little stand that keeps it up broke. So now it won't stay upright. So I'm going to have to get a new one. There we go. See, that looks a lot better now, huh? See, now that looks a lot better, right? Not gonna lie, it's not being held up properly. Whatever, it's fine. So, yeah, now we are just watching price. Not much we can do right now. We're just waiting. Because we are back at all-time highs. Dude, I need to get a new lighting pole. This is gonna... Hang on, I'm gonna go... Never mind. That's a bad idea. I was gonna go talk to my mom about it, but she's asleep. Okay. So yeah, see, this thing does not stay upbeat now anymore. And it's so annoying because it broke in the car. I want to get this exact one. I like this one. Or I wonder if I can fix it. Or I wonder if it's fine. I wonder if I could just put it up against the wall, like, yeah, like that. Yeah, it might not actually be that bad. that bad. Yeah. I still probably need to get a new one though at some point. Just kind of annoying. Like, I just wish it didn't break, but whatever. There's not much I can do about it. So, yeah, now... Alright, what do we got going on? Let's actually look at everything in general. So, session highs and lows. You know, we have London's lows here. Right? We are expanding higher, so we don't necessarily need to go there. Yeah, remember how I said yesterday how these highs were going to be low resistance? Well, look at that. Market ran right through those. Alright, let's lock in here. So, let's kind of try and frame the higher time frame model here. We swept out this low, we broke this high, so this is a 4-hour 2022 fair value gap. So we're in a little bit of an expansion mode here, right? Because this is a fair value gap on the 2022 model. So we're expanding higher. Shorts within here is going to be just lower probability, in my opinion. So I think we'll expand up to this 4th standard deviation here, right? Here you can see 4-hour fair value gap, swept out the lows. We went to the 2nd standard deviation. So I think we'll expand up to this. So that's kind of my draw on liquidity. I'm not looking to take out lows at all. Like, I really think we're going to keep expanding higher. So alright, we are getting a retracement. So there's that. There's that. So this is kind of accumulation to me, right? I see this as accumulation. Market open just happened. So accumulation. We have this 15-minute fair value gap here. So, and then so yeah, there's 2022 gap. So here you can see the market's respecting this, right? See how we went to the second standard deviation and then the third standard deviation. So I'm anticipating us to go to the fourth. That's kind of what I'm saying. But we might need to sweep out these lows. Okay, so let's try and figure out where 9:30 and 8:30 are and midnight. Midnight's down here. Will we go all the way below midnight? I'm not sure, but possibly we could definitely go below 8:30. One thing is for sure, I'm looking for an SMT below these range lows probably. So here we go. Accumulation. Yo, what up, coolest kid? So we are getting another possible Judas swing, right? I do think that we're going to keep expanding higher today. I'm not looking for retracement at all, really, because this was a 4-hour 2022 break of structure. Actually, yeah, it should. Let's go check Forex Factory. Yeah, that's something that we need to. Oh yeah. We had news. Well, yeah, we had news an hour ago, right? That was this. That was CPI. So yeah, we had news an hour ago. Yeah, now it's 9:30, so it's an hour later. Right, there we go. Boom. Yeah. I think Haney put it in the Discord. Let me look. Yeah, news today. Nice news drivers today, guys. Yeah. For the rest of the week. Yeah. So just news at 8:30 today. You can see that's all we got today. Alright, looks like we are starting to come down. Let me make sure that I can actually execute the trade. 1, 2, 3. So account 14. 1, 2, 3, 6. So 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 accounts. And then account 14 is going to be the main account. Okay. So I'm going to do multiples of 9 when I calculate the trade. Okay. So once again, we got our time levels. We got market open right here, 9:30. So we're below that. I want to see us for sure get below 8:30. And then midnight, if we'll get below midnight, that's to be determined. But I do think we'll get below 8:30. And then sweep out these range lows here. So once again, 15-minute for value gap. We'll mark out midnight on the chart. So let's go back and see if anyone said anything. Okay. So we have this 15-minute for value gap. We have London lows in there. So honestly, I want to see London lows get swept. I'm at the point. I would almost consider like saying we're probably gonna have London lows are probably going to be a soup. We're probably going to keep going higher off of London lows, but I'm not taking it. I'm going to wait for London lows to get swept. Because we might need to go below midnight, right? It's also possible we might need to test this change state delivery again. Yeah, bro, it's all liquidity, right? I don't care. My back testing tells me that the market's like it's going to move based off of liquidity regardless of what day it is. I don't care if it's high impact, dude. No. If anything, high impact news, market moves to the draw liquidity faster, right? Yeah. If anything, no, it's the opposite of what you would expect. It's actually high impact news. Yeah, no, high impact news are actually the best days to trade, actually. Because those you have the most whatever it's called, low resistance liquidity runs. It's a huge misconception. It's not actually bad to trade high impact news. All right, so we just sweeping London's lows here. We are below 8:30. We're below midnight. So I'm anticipating this to be the Judas swing right here, right? So, will we get below midnight? I'm not sure. Will we get below midnight? I'm not sure. But, for sure, I was thinking that we were going to sweep 8:30 and sweep London. So, once again, we swept out London's lows into this 15-minute fair value gap. If we have S&T, this is enough for a trade. Do we have S&T? Do we have S&T? Not gonna lie, I don't see S&T. So I'm gonna be a little patient here. We might need to go take out midnight. It's possible. Do you guys see S&T? What about with YM? Oh, I gotta charge my laptop. Not now, dude. This is bad time. Okay, I think we might need to go sweep out midnight. I'm not convinced we're at the low yet. I'm just being patient here. I think we might go up from this, but you know, I'm just gonna be conservative. Wait to be sure here. I want to wait to be sure. So once again, 8:30 was right here. There we go. We're starting to move possibly lower off of this. So We also have this as a 1 hour gap. Personally, I'm looking to take this off of a 15. You won, Haney. Let's go. W, bro. Yeah, there was a really nice flow state off of the 5-minute gap here. This 5-minute gap. Dude, Haney, let's go, bro. Let's go. Yeah, there was a 5-minute gap and then 30-second change of state of delivery in there. That was really nice. Or maybe it was right here. I can't remember. Oh, it was right here. It was right here. So, yeah, I'll look at it later. Dude, I want there to be S&T. Is there S&T with YM? Not taking it if there's not S&T, to be honest. It's just not... I don't know. It looks good. I just don't know why there's not S&T, you know? Maybe I'm missing the S&T. Maybe I'm missing it. Okay, I'm going to put a limit order right here. Two contracts. So limit order for 23,168. Okay.
Order filled.
Marketing in right now. Stop loss at the low. Let's go, Jerry. Whoops. So the way I'm going to do this is um 1 minute change of state of delivery off of. Oh, man, I'm kind of starting to regret the trade. Oh man, it is what it is. I already took it. So 1 minute change of state of delivery. We are getting S&T. Nice, dude. Nice. So the way I'm taking this is 1 minute change state of delivery, and then um, I'm gonna do 1 minute change state of delivery, and then um, any tips for me? I've got 2K left on Top Step. I think you should just not focus on the individual days and just, you think I should, yeah. Well, I'm already in the trade, so I'm not changing it. So what I'm going to do is break even at this high. I'm going to go break even at this high. Yeah, I should maybe wait for midnight to get tapped, huh? So, break even. What I'm doing is break even. I just don't know if we're going to go all the way down there is the thing. Because we might just be so bullish that we don't. So the way I'm going to do this is break even here. Once we hit these equal highs, I don't want us to stop. I feel like 830 was maybe enough manipulation, to be honest. I don't know if we're going to need to go to midnight. Man, I don't like the trade. I don't like the trade anymore. Yeah, I don't like the trade anymore, to be honest. I kind of forced this, guys. It's too late. I'm already in it. We'll just have to see what happens here. So I probably won't give this post-trade approval. I don't change trades once I'm in them. I just that's reacting off of emotion. It's not what I do. So we did get SMT, I think, with this low. Yeah, maybe I should just get out here. I don't know, guys. Do you think I made a mistake? It's kind of a bad trade, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I feel like you shouldn't change trades once you're in them, but I do kind of regret this trade. I'm not gonna do anything. I think you just, when you take trades, you just kind of gotta accept them. Maybe this is a mistake though. Yeah. I think in the long run, just accepting the risk of a trade when you take it is, the best thing you can do. So I'm not gonna do anything. I think I messed up this trade. I'm not gonna give this post trade approval. I'm definitely not gonna give this post trade approval, but I'm not gonna change the trade after a minute. So yeah. All right, stop loss hit.
Stop filled.
That was a bad trade. That was a bad trade. Luckily, I did not. Yeah. Anyway, that's my own fault. That was dumb. That's just not obvious ready to go run liquidity. That was a bad trade. That was forced. Whatever. That's why I have risk management. But yeah, that was a forced. I definitely forced that. I'm not gonna lie. Well. I don't know. I'll review it. I think it was a little forced though. I do think we're gonna go higher here. That was a mistake, dude. Whatever. I'm just trying to walk into every day with risk management and be smart. So, oh well. That was not high probability. I should not have taken it, dude. Hey, I seized the same trade, but unfortunately it liquidated me. Could you explain why it didn't? Because it's not obvious ready to go run liquidity, right? This is not obvious ready to go run liquidity. Because here's the thing, right? It's just not. We're not obviously ready to go. It's about the market's gonna go when it's ready to go. It's just not. It was not ready. I thought it was okay, but it wasn't. So. But yeah, that's just a mistake, guys. I'm just trying to get better. I make mistakes, and yeah. So this, if we got to change state delivery now, I am done for the day. I'm not taking another trade. I messed up. I am done for the day. I don't trade again after a loss. I'm done. That's just, in the long run, playing your trades out to stop loss or TP and playing them as planned, that is going to be way more important than changing a trade mid-trade. I mean, I know that I realize that was a bad trade, but at the end of the day, like, I messed up. I have to take accountability for that loss. I'm not going to change my stop loss. I have to take the trade as I planned it and move on. Like, I'm not going to change my trade. That's just part of trading. I mean, unless it's literally, like, invalid, then that's different. But I do think we're going to go run liquidity now. I think when we get this close, right, 5-minute gap here, I think we'll probably go run liquidity. if we get this close. We're gonna. This looks nice. This looks nice. I bet you we're gonna go run liquidity right now. I'm not taking it because I literally can't, but this is a lot better of a trade. Much better of a trade. This is much better of a trade. Like, much better. Much. Like, I can't take another trade, though. I have to be done. I messed up. But what I'm saying is 5 minute gap, 30-second change state delivery. This is a much better trade. Do you guys see why this is better? Because it's way more obvious ready to go run liquidity, right? We have these low resistance highs all through here. This is a much better trade. Much better. 30-second change to delivery, sweep, 5 minute gap. So you could go TP1 here. So I go TP1 and break even here. TP2. And then you could hold a runner for here. And you could trail your runner here. Frustrating. I messed up. This is a much better trade. And you know what? I screwed up. I'm just trying to get better, guys. But, you know, part of being a good trader is literally just accepting a loss and being done. Like, I'm done now. I'm done. I just realized that I took a bad trade. I was out of it, and it is what it is. Oh, and now, yeah. So now we're going to probably expand. It's a much better trade, dude. Yeah. I stuck to plan. I just took a stupid trade. I took a stupid trade. Once again, I took a stupid trade. And it's like, I get what I deserve, you know? It's like, I'm trying, but you know what? I did take a stupid trade. The market was not ready to go run liquidity. I honestly forced it. Alright, TP1 would have got smacked. Yeah, it's just frustrating because the learning's been like, you know, years, but, you know, it's fine. So you can see TP2 is getting smacked, possibly. Yeah. See what I mean? Much better trade, guys. Did you hear me say it? Did you hear me say it? I said this is a much better trade, and look at what's happening. Nah, bro. It was just, I mean, that might be part of why, but it was just, I mean, it was just not obvious that we were ready to go run liquidity. Versus this one, we have this 5-minute, 30-second change state delivery. This is much more obvious that we're going to go run liquidity. So now TP2 just got hit. And yeah. Dang it, dude. This was not ready to run liquidity at all. Should not have fell for that. Yeah, guys, this is part of trading. It's part of learning. I messed up. You know what? You can see I messed up right here, right? That's okay. Break even's good. Break even trading is good, dude. I'm trying to figure out how to switch this. Okay. Yeah, like I said, guys, this was not the best trade, unfortunately. Yeah. Because it was just not ready to run liquidity, guys. It wasn't. It wasn't. I forced it. Versus this one, right? When you look at a trade like this, look how much more obvious it is that we're going to go run these low resistance highs here, right? You see all these low resistance highs? You see how much more obvious it is that we're going to go run these low resistance highs? I mean, this is obviously a stop run. Hey, Etsy. I mean, I just messed up. Yeah, much more obvious. This is a low resistance liquidity run here. Just disappointed is all, but it's not. I think it's just the pressure I put on myself sometimes, because I'm like, we have IOFED on ES. Interesting. Yeah, this was a nice 1-minute change instead of delivery too. Let's go, Haney. Haney, you're actually a really good trader. It's kind of crazy for only starting in March. You're really good, bro. You guys see how perfect these markets are, bro? Oh my gosh, dude. I forced the trade, man. So dumb, dude. I tried. Yeah. Definitely forced this. Or forced the last trade I took, but whatever. I should have came into the day a little bit more defensive. Let's go. W. We might need to go below midnight, like you were saying. Guys, I'm just disappointed in myself because I knew that wasn't that high probability, and I took it anyway. It's hard, man. Trading is hard. It is what it is. Nice, dude. Nice. Man, it's moments like this where I'm just like, I just want to end the stream, but I'm not gonna. We gotta get screen time. I'm just annoyed. So once again, did you know 9:45 to 10:15 usually have an IFG? I mean, yeah, I don't know. I guess. And tells no one. Yeah, I believe it. So this is much better. We have accumulation, manipulation, so this was exactly what I wanted, but I just messed it up. Do you guys see how this is exactly what I wanted, but I just messed it up? We got accumulation, manipulation below 830. So 830, I just took it too soon. And then distribution, right? 1 minute change of state of delivery. We back test it perfectly. We tapped opening range gap high. I see. Oh, we do have this opening range gap. Maybe we'll want to fill that later. Accumulation. Manipulation. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. This is A plus. This is gonna hit 4-1. That's awesome. This is gonna hit 4-1 here. This is much better. Ugh. Guys, I wish I could undo my trade. I wish I could take this instead. Oh man, dang it, dude. This is gonna hit if we retest it. I mean, this is clean. If you check 15, we have rejection block at the top. Dang. Yeah, possibly. This is gonna work. This one I'd put money on that. It's gonna work, dude. Ah. I took a short here. Stop even is break even on NQ. Let's go. Yeah, guys. I am just trying to get better. I do stupid stuff all the time. I wish I was perfect. I wish I didn't do stupid things, but I definitely do stupid things. I think this will be a good trade, though. Like, this is one where if I saw this in my journal, I'd be like, yeah, that's a good trade. The other one I just took, I don't know about that. It's a learning process. It's been a long learning process. It's been almost 2 years, but I'm not gonna give up. Never. Never, ever, 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 ever. Bro, I told you before, no one knows 100%. You know you're doing great as well. Yeah, I know. I'm doing, pretty decent. I get good trades. I also just take stupid trades. That trade I took was just not that good, and it's just hard because my instincts told me, yeah, this trade's gonna fail. Like, I should probably get out of it, but I try not to, change my trades while I'm in them, and I think I did the right decision to not change the trade. I mean, I'm almost sure that's the right decision, but part of me is like, well, it was not a great trade that I took, so maybe I should have just gotten rid of it. Maybe I shouldn't have just let it hit stop loss. But that's not right. I should definitely just let my trades hit stop loss. I mean, it just makes me mad because I did not need to take that. It's just, yeah. Dude, I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I'm just checked out of the market. I saw a girl on TikTok. She was learning for 3 years and she lost, I think, 50 accounts. Oh my gosh. See, yeah, I know this is a good trade and I want to take this so bad. But I know if I allow myself to take one loss, if I even allow myself to take one loss and then I allow myself to take another trade after that loss, that is the beginning of a tilt. I can't do it. If I do that one time, it's an exception for every other time, and then I'm going to tilt. Also, I'm just now realizing that, you might want to take it like this. Yeah. If I allow it even one time, it is the recipe for tilt. I mean, that is just the reality of it. I mean, yeah, I use premium and discount. I mean, I'm gonna keep the stream going. You guys can, feel free to not watch this, but my goal is to keep forward testing the market from 9:15 Eastern to 11:10 Eastern every day. So I'm very strict on my rules. I know that I would love to take this trade. But just allowing one time, having one time where I just say, I'm going to take a trade after a loss. Dude, if I'm going to lose that second trade, and then the third, and then it just goes. It goes. And that's why I'm never going to tilt again, because I know that if I allow myself to even do it one time, it's going to go like a giant snowball. Alright, so we are hitting this change state of delivery here. So I think this is a good trade here. I'm not going to lie. I really do like this. But we'll just have to see. Yeah, I think this is going to work. Could be wrong, though. It'd be interesting if I was wrong. I don't think I'm wrong. I'm gonna go to sleep. It was a decent day. Good job, bro. Decent day. W. Yep. Followed my rules. Stuck to my plan. We move on. Yeah, this is gonna work. I just can't. There's nothing I can do. I can't take it. I literally, I have to stick to my rules. I messed up. It is what it is. You know. Should have had more patience. Shoulda had more patience. Yeah, this is gonna work. We got good LRLR. This is gonna be rocket fuel here, right? This is gonna be rocket fuel. This is gonna work. This is 100% gonna work. I mean, you could even wait to enter the trade once we're running the LRLR, and like then there's literally no way you're gonna lose. Yeah. Yeah, good night, random guy. Sleep well, and we will see you when we see you next. Dang, yeah, I'm just looking around for, like, stuff in my room because my room's kind of a mess. Guys, yeah, there's a reason why I haven't gone on a tilt in, like, I don't even know, like, 4 or 5 months now. I think 5 months. It's because I literally know, like, if I allow myself to go and take a trade after a loss, even one time, I'm gonna spiral. Like, I will say, oh, I'll take one more trade. Oh, I'll take one more, and then boom, it's a giant downhill spiral. I know myself very well now, and so, like, yeah, I'm very frustrated after a loss, like, but I know that it's because I took a bad trade. And, you know, there's not much I can do other than just say, I'm going to move on, accept the loss, and just try and take a better trade next time. So this is going to work. Like, 100% chance. You probably want to full port this. I'm just kidding. I'm so kidding. Don't do that. But I genuinely, like, this is a good log. Yeah, I'm just looking around for something real quick. I don't know. Oh, here it is. Found it. I was looking for my AirPod case. Oh, wow. We're actually still moving lower. All right. What time is it? We still got 30 minutes, dude. I'm just going to leave the stream going and keep watching price action. As well, this is a sweep break of structure, right? We got a break of structure here. So this is a nice little 2022 gap we got going on down here. So on the 5 minute, right? Sweep, break of structure, fair value gap. So you guys see this? You guys see the sweep here? Sweep, break of structure. This is really obvious. Break of structure, and then we have this 5 minute gap in discount. So what I'm looking for is, so now that we have this 5 minute gap in discount, what I'm looking for is I want to see a change of state delivery off of this gap. So like, if you want a really sniper entry, you can wait for this change of state delivery. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it on demo, just to show you. So yeah, 5 minute gap. We have SMT here too. This is a nice trade, dude. So this is your 2022 gap. So I'm looking for I'm curious, guys. We should look and see if we're aligned with the gold block levels. So watch this fair value gap right here. as well, it's OTE too. Oh my gosh. Watch this. I'm going to bottom ticket. Okay, guys, watch this. Oh, it's not going to let me do that. Okay, just 10. Alright, watch this. No, never mind. Dang it, dude. Oh, that would have been cool. That would have been so cool. That would have been cool. Okay. Man, this is a tough day. This is honestly, yeah, I would say this is a pretty tough day. You know, it's possibly because we did not go below midnight. I mean, smart money loves to just make sure that we're below midnight. I notice that happens quite a bit. Dang, was I really like that close to bottom taking it and then it didn't? Oh my, if I was that close to bottom taking it and it doesn't hit, that'd be stupid. Oh man, I did this wrong, dude. I did this wrong. I did this completely wrong. I should have. Okay, this is gonna work. Let's go back in with another 10. Dude, I was so close to bottom taking it. I just didn't measure it right. You guys see how I would have done this, right? OTE, the sweet spot, right here. So we have the sweet spot OTE. That's what I was trying to do. That's what I was trying to bottom tick. And then, as well, it was 2022 gap, right? Yeah, we have the macro right now too. Nah, didn't let me do that. Yeah, see, dang, I just suck. That's why I don't do that in my real trades, because, you know, we're just trying to make money. We're not here to get the bazillion RR. So, man. Yeah, anyway. So right now I'm just like taking a step away from the screen because, was definitely off today. A lot. There was one thing I was right about, which was this lower time frame trade, which was good, but I was definitely off about this. This is just a day where I'm gonna need a back test. But I think that, for the trade I took, the market wasn't ready to go around liquidity, and I definitely took it a little premature. So, this was not the best trade in the world. When we have liquidity that looks like this, you see how these trades were just like super, super low resistance and got this nice curve to it. Those are always going to be the best stop runs, right? When I have a trade like this, it's just not as obvious that we're ready to go run liquidity. Now, I'm surprised this one didn't work here, but this, that's just trading. I think part of it is because the market really is seeking to go sweep out midnight, and there wasn't any SMT, so I think that's part of it. But yeah, like I said, I'm just kind of just chilling and watching price, observing. The main thing right now is I'm just observing price. What I was trying to say is right now I'm just kind of wanting to take, Hey, what up? Hey, Bardo. My brain is not working right now. I took a trade. I took a loss. It wasn't the best trade in the world, and I was a little out of it. 3-minute possibility. Yeah, there's definitely a possible long at some point in the near future. The thing is, I think we're gonna come take out midnight. I think that's part of why we are still going lower, is because we need to go to midnight. This is just a day where I'm gonna need a back test, to be honest, because I did get wrecked in this, and I think these are the days where you will improve the most, to be honest. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, these are the days where you'll improve the most. We have, honestly, I'm thinking most likely we'll have, some kind of SMT with this low, and we'll come take out midnight, right? We'll come take midnight, and then from there, once we get SMT, and we sweep midnight, I think we'll go run these low resistance highs. So trade I took was, right, we had this giant range here. I was looking for longs because higher time frame is extremely bullish. So giant accumulation range. I got that 30-second trade from London Low. Sadly, a break-even trade. Nah, it's sad. There was a trade I really liked, but I couldn't take it because I already took the loss. And honestly, it's frustrating because I do regret this trade, but I'll show you the trade. So, giant accumulation range here. And then it's just not high enough probability. Okay, 15-minute for Vigat. And yeah, this was not a good trade. But guess what? I'm just trying to get better. 1 minute change state of delivery. I took this. I know. It's not that good. But yeah, we swept out these lows, so accumulation. Manipulation. And then, yeah, definitely a forced trade. And then 1 minute change state of delivery. And entered on the retest. And yeah, definitely forced. I didn't need to take it. But I liked it because we were below 830. See, there we go, below 830. But looks like we were looking for midnight. Oh well, I'm just gonna keep getting better. I don't think this is that obvious we're ready to go run liquidity, so it is what it is. I just messed up. What was a better trade is we had 15-minute for ViGap here in premium. And then probably, I'm guessing, 1 minute. Yeah. This, oh man, this is clean. Sweep of this high here. 15-minute for ViGap. Yeah. This is classic flow state. Classic. Like, the most classic you can get, right? Where we have a 15-minute gap in premium of this range. And then, you know, we sweep out that high. One minute changes day of delivery. And this would hit all TPs. And as well, we go tap probably OTE of that. Yup, OTE. Oh, this is interesting. I actually think this is better used and better marked out. Oh my gosh. This is the better change state of delivery to use. Huh. Look at how much more perfect the market's running on this. Because we go right to the well, we don't actually hit it. Actually, it's probably using the order block. That actually makes sense. When we close below the order block, that's the change state of delivery. That actually makes a ton of sense. The order block. Yo, welcome back, Annie. I'm looking at this flow state and I'm realizing the change in state of delivery on this one, this is a flow state. The change in state of delivery happens when we close below, since this wick is included in the order block. Let's go. That's a great idea. Yeah, I'm about to head off, but I have to stay here till 11:10. But you see how this order block, it's better drawn out, including the wick. Well, the change state of delivery, you should include the wick, because the order block, we don't close below the order block until we close below the wick. So it's just, I don't know, there's just certain times where it's like the order block is more clean using the wick. And this is one of those times. And then measured out from, wick to wick, you can see that this, we go to OTE, right? This is crazy. So we backtest to OTE. And then 1 minute change state delivery, 15-minute gap. 4 minutes left. Yeah, look at this, dude. Oh my gosh. First hit, second hit, third. Third not quite hit. Fourth hit. Flow state 2.0. Bro. I have my own flow state 2.0. And I like it a lot. It's literally just flow state using a 2022 gap. And I think it's actually really nice. I'm getting actually pretty tired. Clean as you can get. Clean. Yo, what up, Medbach? Clean right here. This is boom. Flow state at its finest. Now, did I catch this? No, I was offside. But it's just like I can tell the market, is moving perfectly, and I'm just an observer. I'm a market observer, and I observe, and I take notes, and I get better. And sure, yeah, I make mistakes. But every single time I make a mistake, I write it down. Or I write down what to do differently. I adjust. And then I come into the market the next day more prepared. So, this was a flow state retest, 15-minute, 1 minute. Yo, what do you think about the S&T inverse that might happen? I do think we'll get longs at some point. So, yeah, this inverse will be really good if we get it. We have S&T too. The main thing I'm wondering is, are we getting a move? I'm wondering if we took midnight, because that was the main thing I was thinking is we might need to draw to sweep midnight. We have not gone below midnight. I'm a little skeptical of that, to be honest. We have not gone below midnight. I want to see midnight get swept. But it could work. It could work. I just think part of the reason we haven't expanded yet is because I think we need to go below midnight. But this could work. Very well could work. I'm not saying it can't. I mean, I'm just a market observer and I just try and get better. But, yeah. I mean, we do have this as a 1 hour gap. So, 1 hour gap. So, we'd be looking at the 5 minute for a change state of delivery. We also have a 15-minute gap here. So 15-minute for value gap. So you know what a good trade was probably that I missed? Is we probably had a 1 minute change state delivery here. That's a new concept for me. So midnight have to be always swept. No, it doesn't always have to. But smart money looks to see us go below midnight before we have an expansion, or smart money seeks to see us go above night before we have an expansion the opposite way. Like you can see yesterday, right? This was one of the big confluences I used for the trade yesterday is we came down below midnight. That was basically midnight is just useful to detect the manipulation. Like, see how the manipulation occurs when we go below midnight with SMT. So SMT with this low, manipulation below midnight, and then there's our expansion for the rest of the day. So it's just a reference point. And smart money looks at midnight to see which way are we manipulating. So I'm not saying we can't go off this inversion here. We could. But it looks decent, right? From a signature point of view, it looks decent. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, like, where does the change of state delivery even happen here? Maybe like here? Probably here. So that, yeah. Oh, it's way past 11:10. Okay, I am done for the day, guys. Yeah, I took a loss. I messed up, but I'm going to journal it, back test it, and we come back stronger the next day. Every day we get better. I don't care how long it takes for me to be, the greatest trader I want to be. I'm going to keep showing up, and I don't really care what anyone thinks about it. So I know I can do this. I will see you guys